Now we're going to look at creating and manipulating controllers and keys using MaxScript. I'm just going to start by creating a box. And I'll also create a helix. So here we have box 01. If I go to the Graph Editors, Track View Curve Editor, here's box 01. I can see it has some transforms already, position, rotation, scale. Even though I haven't set any keys, still I can see these graphs. They're just straight lines at 0. And these correspond to controllers. But for other properties like length, width, and height, no default controllers are created. And we can see this through MaxScript. So here I've typed out box 01 pause controller, hit the enter key on the number pad, and it comes back and tells me that there's a position XYZ controller there. If I do the same thing for height, it comes back undefined. I'm just going to minimize this for a moment. Now, if I turn on auto key, got this set to 500 here, but I'll just take this out to 100. Go to the Modify panel and scale the height up and click off Auto key. So now I have animated that height between 0 and 100, and here are the keys. As soon as I create keys, a controller is created. So I can see this in my listener. I'll just erase this so it doesn't confuse me. Go here and hit the enter key on the number pad. Now it tells me that I have a Bezier float controller on the height property of this box, where before it's set undefined. And if I go into track view, I can see that property right there. That's the height of the box, and there's the animation that I just created. Now I'm going to delete all the keys on the box using the delete keys command. This will delete all keys associated with that box. And you notice there are no keys down here anymore. If I go into track view, those keys are now gone. However, let me just erase this again. Hit the enter key here. There's still a Bezier float controller there. It just doesn't have any keys in it. Now every keyable controller, which most of them are, has a property called keys, which is an array which holds all the keys. So here I'm just formatting a statement to show two properties of this keys property. So here I'm taking for k in keys, do, and then this is a percentage, at percentage, /n is a return. Each one of these percentage signs refers to a value that follows. So this first percentage sign refers to the value, and the second refers to the time. So each key has a number of properties, and among those are the value property and the time property. And what I'm doing here is looking at those properties in the keys. Now right now there are no keys, but let's take a look at this anyway. So this is what I got right here. This is the keys array, but it's showing me that that array is empty. Let me just Control D to get rid of everything here and evaluate this once more so we can really see this. So there's our keys array, but it's empty. So let's go back and create some animation again. So there the height is animated. And now if I run this, it shows me two keys, one at 0 frames and one at 108 frames. The value at 0 frames is 54.3448. The value at 108 frames is 19.5641. And that's what this statement right here accomplished. And of course, if I look in my track view, I'll see the same thing. So that concludes this introductory movie on controllers and keys. And in the next movie, we'll continue with creating and setting keys using MaxScript.